So people are always asking about different regular maintenance items. One of those is the cabin air filter. When I buy a car, I've bought a lot of new cars. One of the very first things I do is I try to hunt down a carbon air filter for it. At the very least, an activated carbon or charcoal like this one, at a bare minimum. But I like to put a HEPA filter in as well. Basically, that's just much better filtering. I like clean air. So this particular one, Pureflow, I've used it in a number of different cars. This one's HEPA, charcoal, baking soda. Basically, that's going to help with smells coming in from the outside, car fumes, things like that. And of course, it's got an antimicrobial technology. Now, the maintenance that Honda or Acura recommends is replacing this like every, I don't know, 15, 20, 30,000 miles, something crazy. With the OEM, you can do that, but just keep in mind that it fills up and it doesn't filter as good, and the quality of the air inside your cabin's not that great. But you can do that, right? I mean, if cost is your primary concern, I like to breathe clean air. Call me crazy. No judgment if that's not your priority. Anyway, for those of you interested, there's the part number. You can get it off the Rainforest website. You can get it straight from the company here. I'm sure different places you can find it. But this is what fits in the Acura Integra. Pretty sure it's the same for the Type S, the base model, the A-Spec, all of it, as well as the Civic. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you real quick how we replace it for those of you who care. All right, so another thing I'd like to point out is I actually just got my oil and tire rotation done. I'm right at 10,000 miles. The filter has been in here for about 10,000 miles, and that's usually when I change them. I change these air filters every 10,000 or 1 year. Now, this service I'm about to show you, your dealership's going to charge you, whatever they charge you, which is usually crazy. This filter, better quality and arguably, and features better than the OEM. It costs about as much as the OEM filter, about 20 some odd dollars, $25, something like that. But usually the service to replace, and what I'm about to show you, there's places charge upwards of $75 for the quote labor to replace this. And when I show you this, I show this to my daughter. She's got her new car, and she's like, "Are you kidding me? That's it?" And people charge crazy. So, hey, look, save yourself some money. Super easy, no tools required. Get a better filter. Come on, zoom in, figure it out. And it's super easy. All right, so you open up your glove box, and this works for just about every vehicle model out there. Most of them are like this. On the Integra, if you notice here off to the left, there's a little bar. Basically, this is what allows it to, you see how it opens up real slow? Well, that's what this little bar is doing. So if you look, there's like this little groovy indentation thing here. Come on, zoom in, or focus. Focus! It's not focusing. All right. Anyway, push on that, and it disconnects. All right, nice and easy, and it'll probably retract a little bit. Now, the next thing is, if you look at the sides of your glove box, the here and here, if you press on them, they come in. And what you're doing is you're just getting this little piece of plastic to come outside of this. Okay, and you're just pushing that in, it flexes in, does it both sides, comes down. Okay, great. Now, next, this box, actually you pull it out. Some will just completely flop down. This one actually wants to come out. Come on, two hands. Okay, so that comes out. All right, and you can actually see already where the box is, or where the thing is, right here. Okay. I need to get this thing to focus. Where's the light? Oh, there we go. Ah, perfect. Yes. Okay, so up means up. Super easy, right? All right. Either side, little tab. Actually, I barely even touched that. It popped loose. Either tab comes down out of the way. And there you go. Hey, look. Here's there's the Pureflow, like I said, same model number. And you see it says airflow. So the way airflow works on this, just for you who don't know, a little education for you. See all this little vent gap stuff? Well, that's where the air comes in for your HVAC. And air flows underneath this little plastic thing, and there's a gap right under here, a hole under here, that leads down to the filter. So that's why it's important to keep leaves and debris and stuff cleaned off of that, because that becomes the air you breathe, okay? All right, so back around. All right, so really easy. Pull the old filter out. Might be stuck a little bit, just kind of wiggle with it, play with it, it'll get caught. I might need both hands. There we go. There it goes. And it wiggled loose. All right, let's see what, about 9,000 miles of service. I did this at 991 or something like that. Yeah, hit a button. All right, so if you look, it's not too bad. I can see some dust and stuff down in the very bottoms of the pleats. Okay, and some people would be like, oh, that thing's still good. Well, here's the thing. The carbon is the activated charcoal and everything. It's pretty much used up. And this is HEPA, so it's more restrictive. Smaller gaps for air to flow through means they fill up faster with dust and stuff, and so it becomes more restrictive faster. So you can't just go by a visual, okay? So let's take a look up in here, and there you go. Down towards the bottom edge of that hole, that's where your blower is. It's down in there. And if up, can't really see. Up is into that hole in that gap towards the front of the car, the hood. Okay, super easy. Comes out. And give me a second, we'll get the fresh one. All right, here's a nice brand new clean one. Notice the direction of the arrows, airflow. Remember, air's coming in from above, coming down. And so you just install it with the arrows pointing down. They almost make it idiot proof. Almost. Just when you make something idiot proof, they invent a better idiot, right? All right, and we'll put our door back on. Notice I'm doing this one-handed. It's easier with two, of course. But obviously, if I can throw that on with one hand, it's not that bad. Okay, and now got our little edges, hooks. Let's find out how those go. Sometimes you just gotta play with it until it seats. Oh, you just have to push it on. There we go. There we go. I'll turn that light off. All right, and we're gonna push both sides back in. Remember, we're pushing these in, both sides, and just check it. Okay, it's in there. And then don't forget your soft close. The soft close, or open, I guess it's technically, arm here. Let's get that. And you just have to pull it down. Remember, it wants to go up, and then pull it until it snaps. Test it. Yay, it all works. And that's it. So that right there is a $50 to $75 job at your dealership with, in my opinion, a less good filter. You decide what's best for you.